and instructs a scoffer gets dishonor for himself, and he who rebukes a wicked man gets insults for himself. Okay, now let's go to the eighth verse. Do not correct a scoffer who foolishly ridicules and takes no responsibility. Do not correct a scoffer, somebody, uh, somebody who's foolish and won't take responsibility when they do something. That's a scoffer. You know, they did something wrong, and then you go to them and they take no credit for what they done, for their error. Uh, he was, well, whatever. I hate when people say that to me. Whatever. That means that forget what you say. Whatever, he will not take it, and then he will hate you because you brought it to his attention. I have always talked about people working for me and doing some things. And you know, I'm quick to say, hey man, you didn't do this floor right. You didn't do this right. Yeah, what's going on? You see what I see. Why you didn't correct that? Wow, that's not a big deal. It won't say you're right. It won't say, yeah, you're right. It is crooked. You know, I came to some place and saw some stuff. Tile just out of line. I said, you see that tile out of line, don't you? Why you leave it like that? Oh, well, I just thought, you know, it wasn't that bad. I said, no, I mean, you got to take that out of there, Doc. I don't get mad. It's just, you see that, you know. And I said something about when the guy fixed the brick. I was upset because he acted like nothing was wrong with it. Yeah, nothing was wrong. That's like a scoffer. He know he didn't do it right, but then he's gonna argue you down, like you saying something wrong, convincing you want me to come down there and say, come down. I don't need to come down there and talk to you. I saw it. It's wrong. You know it's wrong, right? The brick is chipped. Well, you know, I need you to come. Oh no, I ain't coming down there. I know where we're going. So I don't come down there and argue with you. Just go ahead and take the brick out. Well, I got to cut off. Well, do what you got to do. You put it in there. Do what you got to do. So and there are people like that, and they will fuss you down even when they're wrong. That's a scoffer. It says, correct a wise man who learns from his error. Correct a wise man who learns from his error. Now, a wise man, which is showing you that a wise man doesn't do everything right. Even if you have wisdom, you still make mistakes. You still say things out of turn and do some things you shouldn't do. But when you approach, he will love you for letting him know the wrong of his ways. He will acknowledge you. He will say, you know what, you're right. You're right. And that's a wise person becoming more wiser. He won't mind. And you'll know the difference when you approach him. Verse 9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will yet be wiser. Teach a just man, and he would increase in learning. And he is welcome. He welcomes criticism. He welcomes correction. That way he would know that he won't do that again. Can you accept correction? Can you accept criticism? That will let you know if you're walking in wisdom. If you welcome somebody that says something to you that is beneficial to you, are you going to get mad? Are you going to get upset? Are you going to hate this person because they said something about you? You tell me. Verse 10. The fear of the Lord, and we talked about this, and it's kind of understand. So the reverence of the Lord, the acceptance of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Reverence and acceptance is the beginning of obtaining wisdom. And the knowledge, receiving the word, and the knowledge, what's the knowledge? The knowledge is the word, the information, the Bible of the holy, of God. So the knowledge of God, the knowledge and the understanding, receiving the word of the holy is understanding, receiving who God is, receiving and understanding who God is. That's wisdom. And the knowledge of the holy is understanding. The knowledge, the information, the knowledge is what the information is, and to receive it, to accept it. Accept who God is. That's how wisdom works. When you receive who God is, to receive who the Holy One is, you would obtain wisdom. 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. Okay, now we're switching rails. Now we're kind of going over into the follies ring and trying to show you the difference and what folly has to offer. If that's what you want, you may not call it that, but that's what it is. It's folly, and you chose it. And well, I don't do foolish things. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm not talking to everybody, but the ones who know they make dumb choices, that's folly. That means you're not using wisdom. And when your kids are young and then they break something and then they put it back up there broken, and then you come in and see it and you say, "What is this?" I don't know. What? I don't know what happened. Somebody living in the walls. I saw a movie like that. Somebody living in the walls come out and eat and go back in the wall. Come on. It don't make sense. It's folly. It says, the fear of the Lord is reverence. We went to that verse, 13 verse. A foolish woman is clamorous. We're going to deal with this woman. She is simple. There go that word again. She is simple and knoweth nothing. So Lady Father is clamorous. She's unable to control herself. Wow. Is that deep? A foolish woman is clamorous. She can't control herself. Can't control her desires. Can't control what she says, her mouth. She just does what she feels. She's clamorous. And then she's ignorant. Ignorant is not as bad as people make it. Ignorant is unknowing. She don't even know. Let me give you. You walk in a restaurant, somebody's super loud. They don't even know they loud. It's not something they're trying. Ignorant is unknowing. She doesn't even know. She doesn't even know how she looks. That's a clamorous person, a clamorous woman. She's simple, and it's talking about people that are inviting to this feast. She's simple. She's just like me. She's simple. She say if you haven't accepted women or wisdom, then we're really on the same level. It's simple, just like the person who was invited to the guests was a simple person. You remember we said that earlier? They were simple. I'm inviting the simple, so I'm the simple unless I choose wisdom. I would choose wisdom. 14. For she sitteth at the door. Check this out. talking about the banquet now. When we saw the illustration, how lavish the other one, and what they ate. Check this out. 14. She sitteth at the door of the house. Sitting at the door of the house, on a seat in the high places of the city. She's sitting at the door. Now she's put on a banquet too. So one, Folly doesn't have any servants, no wealth. So she got nobody to send out to invite him to her feast, to invite him to her table. Folly does not have a beautiful home with pillars. And those pillars, those 7 pillars they had, which represents perfection and completeness. She don't have all that, but she got a house. But it's not beautiful. It's not set up. It's not built by the grace of God. But folly is sitting up high. She can see you coming at the highest place. You, folly, check this out. This is what I was thinking. Folly can see you coming, and you can't even see her. Folly's in high places. People up high looking down, they can see you coming, and you got to pass that way. She's just waiting for you to get there. She's just waiting for a door to come in. She's just waiting for you to get mad at your wife or your husband. She's just sitting on the side, just waiting, because you're gonna have to pass by her. She's in the high place, looking down as you go by. Think about that. Father's just waiting for opportunity. It's not that it's not gonna happen. It's just when it's gonna happen. Where you going to be? Are you going to be walking in wisdom? Or are you going to be simple? Haven't chosen yet, on the fence. Because the ones that were going to wisdom's feast, they have to go get them too. You have to go get them and tell them to come to the feast. So you may be one of those people that's on the fence. You want to dip and dive a little bit. You want to go to church, and then you want to do your own thing too. Just waiting for an open door to draw you in. Come on, I'm just sitting at the door. I don't even have to go anywhere. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm just waiting for you to pass by. Just waiting for you to get weak. Just waiting for you to get mad. That's how folly works. Folly is reckless and irresponsible. Folly don't worry about tomorrow, just worry about today. Reckless. Don't worry about who I'm gonna affect, or worry about tomorrow or next year. Just what you need right now, the feeling you get right now. Let me go on. 15. To call passengers, I sit in the door, hanging out in the door of her house. I don't know why I see a picture of her, kind of maybe a very attractive person. And I don't know why I see a porch. I see her sitting in the front door, have her leg hanging out, and got her makeup on, got her hair all fixed, and she just waiting for you to pass. Hey, how you doing? Come on over here I'm having a feast over here. Something subtract. Man, it's not going to be something, nobody ugly. Somebody who's not attracted to you. Your folly is going to be attracted to you. And you're going to be attracted, oh, you're not hearing me. You're going to be attracted to what is offered. Because it may be something that you like. Stay with me. It's going to be something that your flesh may like. Don't think just because you saved, your flesh is dead. Your flesh is living. You got to keep your flesh under subjection. And when you don't, it comes alive. You got to kill your flesh daily. Daily. Because the Father is always sitting at the door, just waiting for you to pass by, waiting for you to give in, waiting for you to lower your standard, lower who you are. It's always there. And so you always have to be aware and always have to apply wisdom to your life. I'm almost through. We've been a little bit long. Let me go a little faster. So folly or sin, let's just make it clear. So folly is sin. It looks good and usually feels good. Folly has a sexual slant to it. It's trying to get folks to go out the straight and narrow path. So you're on the straight and narrow, just trying to pull you out the path. Verse 16, whosoever is simple, let him turn, and whoever is simple, let him turn and hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she said to him. Simple, the one who's not showing care for consequences. Don't worry about what happens when you get here. Don't worry about the effect of you doing what you uh, uh, doing what you know you should do. This how do you feel now? I'm gonna make you feel good. The consequences of your action, and there's so many consequences of actions when you do something outside of the scope of the Bible. This is contradictory, and it's kind of slanted talking about sex. And it says, "I'm gonna make you feel good. I'm gonna do with this person that you with, or your wife that doesn't want to." Yeah, stay with me. The ones who says the ones who have not made up their mind yet. It's kind of uh, it's kind of a lure. It's like, okay, you're gonna go with folly, and I'm gonna make you feel good. Uh, look at me. Look what I have to offer you right now. I'm trying to get folly, the ones who want quick pleasure, quick satisfaction. Somebody uh, addicted and trying to get over, or somebody who is trying to uh, get their mind straight. Folly will try to pull you. Folly will try to pull you into her hand, and to hold you as long as she can, and make you not think about what's going to happen after you leave here. That's how folly works. Some reason you just go blank. I don't know what people say. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, because folly lured you in. You have to be aware. Let's check this out. Now, we got two more verses, I think. Stolen waters are sweet. Stolen waters are sweet. See how they play with words. Let me break it down to you. And bread eaten is pleasant. So she is so bold and not ashamed what she's trying to do. She's not even trying to make you think that what you're doing is right. But she said stolen waters, sex outside of marriage is sweet. You're sneaking around and do it. I can show you a good time. Yeah, worry about your wife. Worry about your relationship with God later. But right now, it's sweet. Come on, check it out. Check me out. This is what I got to offer you. Wisdom offers uh, uh, meat and wine at her banquet. Now check out Folly. Folly offers bread and water. Got to look at that. Folly's having a feast too, but she has bread and water, just enough. It's like living in prison. You go into a banquet and you drinking bread. You're drinking water and bread. But the bread and the water is attractive because it's forbidden. You're sneaking around. Come on, eat this, Sometimes that's people are lured. Some people just like bad boys, and I call it worldly or seductive women. That's what you're attracted to. Why? I don't know. Why do people choose folly over wisdom? So you have to make a choice. It's seductive. It, it will lure you in if you let it. It will lure you in if you let it. He or she is not good for you. This action that you're about to take is not good for you, but you want it anyway. It pulls you, and wisdom keeps you on the straight and narrow. Wisdom will cause you can't. Some desires you have in you, you may always have those desires, but you gotta keep those desires under subjection. Keep those fantasies under y'all not hearing me, under subjection. And just to let you know, just to let you know, I was thinking about this statement. Just to let you know that what you do when drawn by folly will never last. Will never last. The drugs will never last. The relationships, that you do, spur of the moment, will never last because the excitement is not there anymore. If everybody know what you're doing, then it's no fun anymore. According to researchers, infidelity and divorce rates are higher among the black families. And I hated to see that. It's more in black families than white families. One scholar states that black men are nearly twice as likely to be unfaithful as white. That's not me talking, as white men. Statistically, why is that? Why are we tripping on our black women? Why are we tripping on our relationships? I mean, even if you are related or married to a Caucasian woman or a Filipino woman, the men are more likely. Come on, man. We have to make a standard. We have to create a standard uh, for our family, for our churches, um, where we're not a statistic. And man, we have to stay focused, and wisdom will lead you and keep you on the straight and narrow. I was telling my wife this, and she calls me a chauvinist sometimes, but I was telling my wife, women are doing so much stuff, and I'm not mad at you. And they're putting on conferences, and us men, we need to get together and build each other up. We need to build each other up. Put on some things to help pull the men together. How to build our family, how to create wealth, and I try to do that with the real estate. And man, but it's a lot of times it's hard to get people out there because we feel that we don't need that, but we need each other. Somebody say that. Somebody said we need each other. We need each other, uh, and it is so important that we get this wisdom to help live this life. Men and women of God, there is someone sitting at the door waiting for you as you are on that straight and narrow. Just waiting for you to pull you off that road. Get this wisdom to help you, lead you, and direct you, keep you on the straight. Because you can think that something is good for you, but wisdom will show you that's not beneficial to you down the line, that it won't last. Down the line, uh, it will affect your relationship. It will affect your employment. It will affect That's how folly works. You don't worry about doing some things. I remember uh, um, I was working for the gas company and I had an accident. When you get an accident, you get written up. Donald, you know that. You get written up, and so I was trying to avoid it, getting written up. So I didn't tell. So I put my truck in the back, and I called my wife, and I was trying to seek out wisdom. And she was like, "You better go. You better just go tell him." I said, "But I'm gonna get written up, and this will go on my record." And well, let's. I was evaluating the benefit, but Folly was saying, say it was somebody else. So of course I chose Folly, right? So I'm going to tell the supervisor somebody hit me, and he said, "You sure?" And I said, "Yeah, that's my hit me. I was in Culver City, and somebody hit me." He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I came out the truck. The truck was messed up." And he said, "You sure?" He said, "Well, put it on paper. So come back and put it on paper, and then we'll go from there." And I said, "Okay." So that's what I called my wife, and she said, "No, you better not say that. You better let them know what happened." And so the next day I went back in, and he said, "So what you gonna do?" And I was like, I'm just tell you what happened." And I told him that I was coming out, and I went around the truck, one of those flatbeds, and went too close, and it kind of, you know, hit against the side of the truck, the van. And you know what he did? He hugged me. He hugged me. He said, I was going to have to fire you if you lied. He said, I was going to have to fire you because you can't lie. I got a couple of days off, but I just retired from the gas company. And that happened like 15 years ago. So folly will make what cause you to make the wrong choices. But wisdom will lead you. And I thought I was pretty smart, but it's like the lesson was talking about a scoffer, a person who doesn't listen. It says you have to seek out wisdom. Seek out wisdom. And it really showed me that I need wisdom. I need God to direct me because I could have made a choice and wouldn't be retiring from the gas company. So God is so good. I know this lesson is a little bit longer, but wisdom is always sitting at the table, and folly is always trying to get in. So make a choice today. Somebody say, make a choice today to choose wisdom. God bless you. Next week, we're talking about, still talking about wisdom. Uh, Matthew 11 and 7. Matthew 11 and 7. Just read that read that whole book of Matthew. Okay. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.